Extraordinary space weather. How low did the northern lights go? Well, you can see from the map that's coming up, they were at the level of San Antonio, Texas, lower than Houston. So this is amazing. Almost at Mexico. And the picture was from Brad Dwight on Space Weather. That's how low they were. How low did the northern lights go? This is very extraordinary. They hardly ever go past the border of Canada with the United States, so this is really low. A CME hit Earth's magnetic field April 23rd, a direct hit that sparked a severe G-4 class geomagnetic storm. Northern lights spilled out of the Arctic Circle all the way down to the US-Mexico border, plus 29.5 north. We have another CME that's coming in. But this one will not cause a severe geomagnetic storm. Unlike the CME that struck Earth on March 23rd, a direct hit, the next CME will deliver only a glancing blow. It was hurled into space on April 24th by an explosion in the Sun's southern hemisphere. Minor G1 class geomagnetic storms are possible on April 27th when it reaches us, when the CME arrives. Now, what is a G4 class that we had that went all the way down to Texas? G4 is severe. Power systems, possible widespread voltage control problems, and some protective systems will mistakenly trip out key assets from the grid. Spacecraft operations may experience surface charging and tracking problems. Corrections may be needed for orientation problems. Other systems, induced pipeline currents affect a preventive measure, HF radio propagation sporadic, satellite navigation degraded for hours, low-frequency radio navigation disrupted, and aurora has been seen as low as Alabama and Northern California, typically 45 degrees geomagnetic latitude. Isn't that something? This is very extraordinary. And the G1 class that will be coming in around April 27, that's minor. G1 is considered minor. G4 was a red alert. G1 is a yellow alert. Minor geomagnetic storm impacts. Power systems, weak power grid fluctuations can occur. Spacecraft operations, minor impact on satellite operations possible. Other systems, migratory animals are affected at this and higher levels. Aurora is commonly visible at high altitudes. That's around northern Michigan and Maine. So you could see that if you were seeing a red light in the sky, obviously it was the northern lights at your area that were visible to you. The solar wind speed is 509.8 kilometers per second right now. Density of 7.57 protons per cubic centimeter. X-ray solar flares, 6-hour maximum C1 at April 25th, and 24 hours C2, April 24. So this is what's going on with space weather. And Brad Dwight says, I was out shooting the night sky in the Big Bend region of Texas when I saw the alerts of the severe geomagnetic storm, says photographer Brad Dwight. I decided to point my camera north just to see if I could see anything, and these pillars exploded into view, he says. Other notable low-latitude sightings in the U.S. include Southern California, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Utah, Oklahoma, North Carolina, there you go, Tennessee, New Mexico, and Nebraska. I've been to North Carolina. It's a beautiful state. This was the first time he said I have seen northern lights. They became a bright dome right above my head and all around. You could visibly see the cars and people in the gravel lot that had previously been obscured by darkness. I used my iPhone 12 mini on the right mode setting with an exposure of 3 seconds. And I thank my dad, Paul Korbuzeski, an avid astronomer who checks space weather, like one checks the NASDAQ, says Katie, he gave me a call from Western Washington to tell me where to look. So that's what's going on. And we have a lot of fireballs as well. On April 23rd, a network reported 29 fireballs. And this is on Space Weather. I'll leave a link below for you for this. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.